The latest headlines in the Ivy League, covered through exclusive interviews right now. From campus to campus, go around the Ancient Eight with Brian Seltzer, Thursdays on the Ivy League Digital Network. Basketball.
Big weekend for Brown women's basketball on the road, knocking off the Harvard Crimson and Dartmouth Big Green for a sweep of that series for the first time in over 20 years. Mike Mancuso calls games on Brown Bears TV for the Ivy League Digital Network. Mike, just how much do you think that those results can propel this program going forward?
Oh, I think it's absolutely huge, especially in terms of confidence moving forward through the rest of the Ivy schedule. With 8 games left, they're coming off these 2 really close games. I mean, each game decided by just 3 points. And like you said, first time it's been done since 1993. So obviously none of these student athletes have experienced beating Harvard and Dartmouth on the road. So that was just huge. And I think it's kind of a mental block that they've been able to overcome a little bit as well, especially with Harvard. They haven't won at Harvard since 2006 either, and something they've really seen lately has been the emergence of Elise Sharp. And she was huge in both those 2 games, scoring 19 points, and obviously that translated into a co-Ivy League Player of the Week honor, which was well-deserved.
Sharp, a member of a very strong junior class for the Brown Bears that also features Jordan Alexander, and her first year as head coach is Sarah Bain. Seemed like she hasn't hesitated to move some things around. How have you observed her handling the team this season, and especially in recent weeks, getting things turned around and momentum building as the season's gone on?
Well, I think overall, to begin with, she's brought a lot of energy to this program. A new coach coming into a program, you really need time to install your system, your philosophy, and she's really tried to integrate this up-tempo pace and a really gritty defense where her players just leave it all on the court, and you've seen that. And what she's done is she's given different players the opportunity, to do that. And as you talked about, Jordan Alexander, one of the players she relied upon early on, played great. She's averaging just about 15 points a game. We've seen players like Elise Sharp step up. And, she's been great in the last 3 games. All Ivy League wins, 19 points per contest. In the 4 starts that Elise Sharp has gotten, she's averaging 18 points, and Brown is 3-1 in those games. So I think it's kind of been a full approach of seeing how Coach Bain has allowed other players to have their opportunity and see what they can do with it. And players like Sharp have stepped up.
8 games to go for the Brown Bears, already within 1 win of matching their Ivy League and overall win totals from last season. Mike Mancuso calls all the action on Brown Bears TV for the Ivy League Digital Network. Mike, thanks for the time.
No problem.
Wrestling.
Closing out the week in Ithaca, New York. Another dominant run finished off by Cornell behind a 13th straight Ivy League championship clinched with a 38-0 shutout match victory at Columbia on Saturday. That was their 68th Ivy League match win in a row. Following the action all season long for the Ivy League Digital Network and ESPN Ithaca is Jeremy Menard. Jeremy, in your eyes, what distinguishes this year's group?
I think it's the depth, because there's a couple seniors on this squad. There's only in the starting lineup 3 seniors that consistently contribute. That's at 149. You have Chris Villalonga, who's a top 10 wrestler in the country. Chase Bennett at 197. He's a top 15 wrestler. And then Jacob Aiken-Phillips is the heavyweight week in, week out for the Big Red. There's the seniors. If you look everywhere else, it's all underclassmen. Last year, Coach Rob Cole said that the freshman class was the best that he ever had. So all those guys are sophomores now. At 157, returning All-American Brian Robuto, Dylan Palacio at 165, and then, of course, Gabe Dean. He's at 184, and he has 30 wins on the year. So it's the depth really keeping this lineup together.
Gabe Dean, terrific follow-up season to his Ivy League and EIWA Rookie of the Year season in 2014. He's right now number 1 in his weight class. So looking ahead, Jeremy, to championship season, how is head coach Rob Cole in his 21st year gone about trying to prepare his program for this stretch of the schedule?
At this point, he just wants everyone to do what they've been doing all year. What they've been doing throughout the regular season has been working. And at this point, believe it or not, for the first time this lineup is finally getting healthy. That is what is just unbelievable. At this point, there's been a lot of backups, fill-ins throughout the year, but now it's finally looking like this is a healthy Big Red lineup. And that's what Coach Rob Cole has wanted all season long. He just wants everyone to be healthy and go right out there and give it their all at this point in the year.
It was Ivy League title number 36 secured for Cornell this past weekend. Jeremy Menard following all the action on the Ivy League Digital Network and ESPN Ithaca. Jeremy, appreciate a few minutes.
Of course, thank you.
And that'll do it for this week's edition of Around the Ancient Eight. A reminder, for all the latest content and coverage surrounding the conference, be sure to head to ivyleaguesports.com or ivyleaguedigitalnetwork.com.
This has been Around the Ancient Eight, highlighting headlines from the Ivy League. Check out new episodes premiering Thursdays on the Ivy League Digital Network.